Hi, I'm gonna play a tapping game today on my phone. I wanted to show you, and I hope this is relaxing. We'll see. I got Windows open again, so I apologize for any sound. And I'm on my laptop, and as you know, since I updated my iOS, my laptop likes to really suck at taking videos. But I wanted to show you on my phone. Oh, there's gonna be a cat visitor. Kit. Yes, just go right in front of my face, that's okay. So, if you're familiar with the music of Steve Reich, he is a composer, American, he's still alive. He wrote a piece called Clapping Music in the 70s, and it's based off of, the instrumentation is clapping for two people. It's based off of one pattern, which is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, and so on. So one person will do that pattern continuously, and in this app that I'm going to show you, it is an app of clapping music. The phone does it, but first the two people begin that pattern together, and then the phasing person, which is going to be me on this game. Oh, come on, camera, please don't get all frozen. Okay, so the phasing person moves that pattern, it shifts it over. So if we begin with, I'm going to just see if I can visually show this to you. So if it's 1, 2, 3, space, 1, 2, space, 1, space, 1, 2, then it's going to move over, so like the first one is going to kind of go to the end. So it's going to be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. And that's going to shift over again, so it's going to be 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. Did I say that right? I'm confused now. Anyhow, the app will show me what I need to do and when I need to phase it. So if this is, I have everything closed except for photo booth, so please, come on computer. You can do it, computer. Maybe I should take it offline or something. Okay, clapping music. So this app was actually made by Steve Reich. He created it, and I think it's so cool. I'm going to go on the medium mode, and as long as the cat doesn't distract me, I may not be able to talk while I do this because I'm going to be rather focused. So there's the main pattern, and we'll do it together. Alright. Unfrozen computer, I hope. Okay, and that's it. So I played through the whole thing. So the pattern phases all the way through until it reaches back to the beginning. So it's kind of like this cool loop. And it really is a brain teaser. Because you think, oh, it's easy, you're just shifting it over. But you can't just, as the phasing part, I don't think 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, just in a different place, because that's too confusing. Instead, I just have to, my brain just learns a new pattern. And it's easier to then just memorize each pattern as if it's a different one. And that is the most successful way to do it. What's hilarious, like this is fantastic, this tool. When I was in my undergraduate degree in music, we have to take certain skills classes. So even though my main instrument is flute and I study orchestral music, what I had to do, I had to take a skills class which involved a lot of like rhythmic and pitch discrepancies and melodic, being able to sight sing, sight read, and all of those to learn music more effectively. And in my third year, one of our final exams was performing this with a friend, where we each took a turn doing the phasing part, and I performed it with one of my friends who was a percussionist, but we were so solid, both of us on either part, and our teacher was just like, that's the best performance of that I have ever heard. Oops. And so to this day, we say we are the best. Anyhow, through this app, you can practice different segments of it. So for instance, I find it challenging to go between phases 4 and 5. And then there's another one, I can't remember if it's 8 or 9, where in between 4 and 5, 4 ends with 3, and 5 begins with 2, so there's no rest. So it's actually like 5 claps all in once, which you don't do in the pattern. You usually just have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, and to suddenly have to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, all in a row. Oops, another truck. It's kind of challenging to wrap your head around. And then there's another one where there's 2 rests beside each other. So, 1, 2, 3 space, 1, 2 space, 1 space, 1, 2 space. With those spaces, suddenly there's space when you just shift between 2 of the patterns. You have to add a gap. So yeah, that's why this app, you can practice certain ones, and then you can go through and do it at different speeds, and your accuracy. So sometimes you can hear out, even when I was with the clap, we were just maybe not completely together, so you could hear a little bit of blip blip. Well, if you're doing this at a higher speed, you won't pass, and it just stops. In real life, that wouldn't happen because the other musician would be sensitive, and you would be easier. And I also find the act of clapping to be much easier because there's more momentum involved. And tapping my finger is tough to be that fast and accurate. I'd rather clap it. But it's good brain practice, maybe not physical practice for performing this. Anyhow, it asks you a survey, and you're entered in a contest to, I think, win something. And then there was also something about getting a chance to perform it. I'm not too sure. I would love to perform it with Steve Reich. He actually performed it. I'm just super geeking out right now. I apologize. The percussionist that Steve Reich performed it with, Russell Hartenberger, he taught at my school where I did my undergrad. He was a percussion teacher, and he was also the associate dean. Very friendly man. Yes, he was so wonderful. And there's a video of Steve Reich and Russell performing this in the 70s, and they have these huge beards. It's amazing. And I was lucky to see both Steve Reich and Russell Hartenberger perform this work in Toronto about 4 years ago, maybe? I don't remember now. Anyhow, it was just so cool to see them in real life and play. They were doing this, and Russell, of course, did the phasing part, and Steve actually held the steady part. Russell's just an incredibly skilled percussionist. He is fantastic. And what else was I going to geek out about? Oh yeah, so that sort of pattern, Steve Reich is another piece, I don't remember what it's called, not 8 lines, but it's for percussion off of kind of the inverse, so 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And it's on wood blocks, and I saw that performed at the same concert by the percussion quartet Nexus, which Russell Hardenberger is in. And it was also amazing, and I'd love to learn that, but I'm not a percussionist, but I only pretend to be. Anyhow, that was my video for you today. I hope to have a few more up in the next few days because I'm leaving on vacation soon, so I want to make videos. Okay, bye.